I'm not prejudiced, you know. I'm not prejudiced. I patron down here in the black ghettos and use you black women too. Okay? I'm equal opportunist. Okay? But son, I need you to go in the house. Go get your mama so she can come down here and I can pay her to suck my dick. Bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Today's looky would be our lovely heart earrings. Love. I think we only got one pair left, so you need to go on over there and get them. I'm not lowering the price on these because these are very well worth it, okay? And I found out that I'm basically the one with the cheapest price. Right. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes you, can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's continue talking about Richard Pryor, prior convictions and other life sentences, the official autobiography, part 4. Well, you called the other woman mom. The other woman was Viola Hurst. And my mother was right about the fact I called her mom. I don't know why I did that, but my dad and me was going to go see the Sugar Ray Robinson fight. And my father had stopped off at the pretty girl Heaux, the escort house, okay, and picked up the lady named Viola. When I seen her, I was like, look at that. I watched her get into the car and thought, ooh, she was very sexy. This is my son, Richard, he said. Hello there, Viola smiled. Hi, Mom. I smiled. Oh, this sick mother. Where is Freud? Where is Sigmund Freud? He need to be all through this book, okay? And if y'all don't know who Sigmund Freud is, please Google it, okay? Please Google it. Because he is the, I guess the genius that thinks that every daughter wants to, be with their father and every son wants to be with their mother. Now, I don't know about that, like physically, but a lot of times we do pick our mate according to who our father is or who our mother is, depending on what you like in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like all the best qualities of our parents, we tend to seek that in our mate. Now, as far as, all that other stuff Sigmund Freud's talking about, he lunching with that. One time, Richard Pryor overheard his parents having a conversation. His mother was like, I think your son is crazy. Okay? What you talking about, girl? He just need his ass whipped. Again, we don't have the tools of parenting that we have now back then. Your son is crazy. Richard Pryor's mother saw something in her son and said, ooh, our son a little off, baby. You might, watch his ass. It's strange, I called her that. But the night before, I'd overheard Gertrude tell my dad that she thought I was nuts. I didn't know why she said that, nor did I ask anyone for the explanation. So many things were impossible to understand that after a certain point, you just quit trying. You dealt with the facts with survival. You didn't trust anybody. You watched your back. You covered your ass. You said whatever you had to say to stay out of trouble. natural for a young boy of 10 to think about sex. But living in a whorehouse gave me special access to those mysteries of the flesh that elude most people until they're older. I spied through the keyholes, putting my eye to the little opening every chance I got. I bumped my head a lot, but I also got an education you couldn't get in school. Oh, this little pervert, my God. Once I saw my own mother in bed with a man, white dude. She didn't seem to mind, but it fucked me up. And I know most of us could not tolerate this, especially most of the men that I came across in my life. They couldn't tolerate this, okay? You know, your mammy is sometimes some little boys' mammies be hoes. It's just they don't live in a whorehouse, and they know that their mammy is a roller, okay? But anyway, back to what I'm trying to say, right? He said sometimes he would be out front of his house, and white men would just, find their way to the black ghettos. Hey boy, can you get your mama to come out here? I done came all the way down here, all this way. I'm not prejudiced, I'm not prejudiced. I patron down here in the black ghettos and use you black women too, okay? I'm equal opportunist fucker, okay? But son, I need you to go in the house, go get your mama so she can come down here and I can pay her to suck my... That's not what I said. That's what this book said. The prostitute sat in the big picture window and waved to customers, all sorts, whites and blacks, businessmen, politicians, junkies. I spent a lot of time sitting with them, yakking, laughing, and bullshitting. God, there were so many characters. Like Mary, she was a real honest-to-goodness hermaphrodite. Had a vagina and a pickle. That shiz messed my head up, but she didn't mind. People asked what her name was, and she said, they call me Coffee, because I like to grind. It's so fine. I never had nothing to do with her, other than laughing a hell of a lot. She was a funny lady. But as soon as some guy entered, those women kicked me out, closed the door, and went to work. You can imagine everything that goes on in a whorehouse, okay? You can imagine being a 10-year-old working in a whorehouse, okay? But he said literally, a white dude had came in there one day and said to him, hey, do you have anybody here that will rub ice cream all over you? And do you have any men here that will lick it off? He said it was the mayor that came through requesting that. I'm sorry, you want what? They had me run to the store to get them tampons. I cleaned up in the bathrooms and stuff and found all their women shit. That's when I decided women are nasty motherfuckers. Then my ding-dong came to life. Started thinking for itself, bossing me around and shiz. Baby, your ding-a-ling is going to boss you around your whole life. I think men die with their ding-dong in charge. I discovered myself when I was about 9 or 10. I was in a tub and said, hey, I'm on to something here. Shiz, I bet Dad don't know nothing about this. After that, they couldn't keep my ass out the tub. I never got to scooch any of the whores, but they sure made my ding-dong hard. One time, I crawled up into the vent that looked into one of the upstairs rooms where one of my mama's whores had bought a John. Shiz, they attacked each other, humping and pumping with ferocity. I never imagined. I got so involved watching him suck on her vagina that I took the vent out and stuck my head out into the room. What? Why'd you do that? So you could smell it? Did you want to smell the vagina in the air? Ugh. Oh, I'm so happy I'm not a little boy. Oh, them little boys be disgusting. He said he would be in there watching them tricks, going for the race, running, and they'd be like, oh, this is the best. Oh, this is the best I ever had in my life, baby. You so good. You so good. And the girls would be like, uh-huh, daddy. Uh-huh. Yeah, you really good too, baby. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I can't. Oh. Yeah, you good? You covered? Okay, all right. Just keep on going. Keep on going. He said years later, he had got to be with the same lady who he had stuck his head out of the vent to smell the air, I guess, or because he was so into it, he had to be a part of it, right? And you know, basically, you know, like, he was supposed to be hiding, but I mean, fuck it then. He was too involved. He was excited to tell the lady, ooh, you know, I done seen you before. I picked you because I know you was a good time. She said, little boy, where were you when you were watching me? He was like, right there in the vent. I crawled through the vent. She was just unbothered. Well, he got her. He surely did. Years I got to be with the same prostitute, and I told her the story. No, I didn't see you, baby, she said. I saw you, I smiled mischievously. Then I pointed to the vent. I was right up there. She didn't even open her eyes or widen them to see. Go ahead, tell me about it, baby, as you suck on my vagina. Girls mystified me. Man scared the crap out of me. I don't know, maybe I thought I was ugly or stupid or something. When I was a teenager, I didn't get nothing from the girls. Some of the cool guys could get something all the time. Remember those guys? They could say, hey, bitch, and all the girls would melt. I said that and got an ass whooping. I lost my virginity courtesy of Mr. Spinks. Spinks was a local player, a pimp, and a dealer. He defined the word jive. He lived with this beautiful lady named Penny, who reminded me of Ava Gardner and often crept into my imagination. One day, I ventured over to their house knowing that Spinks was out doing his things and that I could have Penny all to myself. I didn't expect to do anything more than talk or do weird, disgusting things to her in my mind. I wasn't alone with her for 10 minutes before Penny asked me to do some of the stuff I was thinking about. Feel her titties, grab her ass. As I complied, my ding-a-ling showed its appreciation. But it didn't know what to do once I got to that point, which was embarrassing. You never hunched anyone before, have you, baby? She asked. Have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Now remember this, the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves, you babies, have a good one.